Is Emergen-C actually worth it? What about all those gummy vitamins and sleep supplements that you see marketed to you all over the internet? Are they actually worth it? Let's dive into it. I want to talk about the top 10 supplements that are out on the market that people are buying, and let's see if they're worth your money or if they're a scam. Hi, I'm Dr. Bala, and I'm a naturopathic doctor. I specialize in women's hormonal health to help you get pain-free periods, PMS-free periods, and lighter bleeding without needing birth control. And that comes along with supplements. So let's dive into the top 10 supplements that are out on the market today. The first one, number 10, we are going to start with is Emergen-C. I know you guys have seen this. They're everywhere. They're even at airports now. So it's really hard to not know about Emergen-C. So here are my pros for Emergen-C. It has a really high dose of vitamin C. It's got about 1,000 milligrams, which compared to most of the products that are out there when it comes to vitamin C, there's not a ton of vitamin C in there. So 1,000 milligrams is the minimum dosing that I would want you to use for immune support. Typically, I like to see closer to 3 to 5 if you are around people who are sick, if you feel like you're getting sick, or if you are sick, you're going to need much higher doses, 3 to 5 grams a day. So 3 to 5 of those Emergen-C packets, which is fine, but they do have a lot of other added ingredients like sugar and fructose and maltodextrin and things that you don't necessarily want to have 5 packets worth of in a day. So if you're in a pinch, if you're traveling, if you see it at the airport and you're like, I need something to support my immune system, totally fine to do. But on a daily basis, I would definitely recommend something like C plus BioFizz. This is one of my go-to products that I really love. It's not only got a ton of vitamin C per serving, it's got about 2.5 grams. It also tastes great. And it has a lot of other antioxidants in it. So it's going to support your liver metabolism. It's going to support your immune function. And it comes in a smaller tub of it. So you can just put it into your water and drink it throughout the day. So very similar to Emergen-C in terms of like powder, flavor, dissolving it in water, but it doesn't have some of the added ingredients. And you get other things other than vitamin C in the dosing of it. All right, let's move on to number 9 is Lemme Debloat. This whole brand, this whole line has a lot of gummy vitamins in general. My pros for this are literally none. I'm sorry, Lemme. Like, I wish I could love you. Why are the Kardashians even making supplements in the first place? Like, sell me Skims, sell me makeup, sure. But why are you selling supplements? There are literally no pros to this. So specifically, the Lemme Debloat is targeted to help with digestion and bloating. And if you look at the supplement label, it's got 3 billion CFUs. All it is a probiotic. And the probiotic it has one single strain, and it's only got 3 billion CFUs, and it's in a gummy form. So by the time you eat it, digest it, get it into your colon, there's probably nothing left in there. So you're really just paying to eat a gummy. There's extra ingredients and additives because it's a gummy to make it taste good that you don't need because you're not even getting benefit from the supplement that's in it. And it's really not going to do much for your bloating. Again, it's one strain of probiotic and it's barely any of that strain. So save your money on this one, guys, please. Don't buy it. If you want an alternative to Lemme gummies, I would say the Black Forest organic gummy bears that Costco carries is a much better option. You could get way more gummy bears for a lot cheaper. And they're probably going to do the same thing that Lemme Debloat will do. Number 8 is the Ritual Prenatal. I'm kind of on the fence about, honestly. Here are my pros for this. They only have 2 capsules that you need to take. A lot of the higher quality prenatals have 3 or more capsules that you need to take, which can be a pain in the butt, especially if you are pregnant and you're dealing with morning sickness and you can't even keep down 2 capsules. So this has a less amount of capsules. And it's easily found in stores. I think Target even carries Ritual, which is really accessible for most people, which I like. I will say that as far as the cons go for this one, the doses are pretty low in the vitamins that they do have, and there's not enough nutrients in it for a prenatal, in my opinion. I like my prenatal to be pretty robust, especially if a pregnant person is taking this. You're going to need a lot more nutrients because your body, that little baby is just sucking it all from you. And if you are not replenishing it, this has the bare minimum. This has everything that you need, but it doesn't have any extra. And I think that's kind of how they market themselves too, is just what you need, not anything else. So if that is all you're looking for, that's fine. My other con to this is that the omega-3 dosing that's in here is pretty low. So for prenatal, for postpartum, you're going to want omega-3 doses that are closer to 1 to 1.5 grams per day. And this only has about 350, and it only has DHA. And the research for postpartum, preventing postpartum depression, postpartum anxiety is 1 to 1.5 grams of EPA and DHA. So Ritual only has DHA, which is great for the baby, but as a mom, it's not going to be as helpful for you. And then also, anytime you see a multi and omegas paired together, you're probably not getting the most high quality of the omegas. They typically need to be separate from the multis to really get a high dose to get good quality. So I don't typically love a product that combines a multi and omegas together. So if you just want the bare minimum, you don't really want anything extra, you don't want to have to take a lot of capsules, this might be a good fit for you. But honestly, for the price, I think you can get so many better multivitamins and prenatals. So here are a few of my alternatives to Ritual. So the Prenatal SAP by NFH, this is one of my favorite ones, and you can grab this in the dispensary below. I'll put the link down. This is a really great one. It's 3 capsules. You can split it up 3 times a day. You can take them all at once, however you want to do it, but it's got a great amount of nutrients in there and higher quantities of the nutrients that are in there as well. And there's no omegas in here. So you will have to take it separately, but that's not a bad thing. The other one is the basic prenatal from Thorne. A lot of you may have already been taking this. You might have heard of it, seen it, whatever. This is another one that I really like using. And then lastly, I love the DFH Prenatal Pro. So all of these are available in the fertility section on my dispensary. All right, let's talk about Nutrafol. This one is everywhere. They do a great job at marketing. Everyone is talking about Nutrafol because we're all dealing with hair loss. So here are my pros for Nutrafol. I have had a lot of people in the comment sections of my social media tell me when I talk about Nutrafol, they're like, well, Nutrafol really worked for me. And I'm not going to deny that it did. I think for some people, they start taking Nutrafol and they do see that their hair comes back. I also think those people could have benefited from a good multi, a good omega, maybe changing around their nutrition a little bit and getting in a little bit of movement. Like if that's all they changed, I still think that they would have seen results with their hair loss journey, but I think all they've done is added Nutrafol. So Nutrafol does have a good amount of nutrients. It's like a mini multi plus a few other herbs. So that is my pros for it. My cons for Nutrafol are when you see the label, it says proprietary blend. So as a proprietary blend, that means they just have to disclose the full amount of all the things that are in that blend, but they don't tell you how much of each thing is in there. So if you look at the nutrition label, it says the Synergen complex has collagen, ashwagandha, saw palmetto, biocurcumin, palm extract. So it's got all of these things in there and at 1.6 grams. How much of that 1.6 grams is ashwagandha? Because for a therapeutic dose of ashwagandha, we need at least 500 milligrams of it. So that's a third of the proprietary blend that it says it is. But then there's also all these other things. So it's likely not a super therapeutic dose of the blend that's in there. And I think for some people, that little amount that they're getting from it is still beneficial. So totally up to you. I personally think that for $80 to $90 a month, it can be a little bit expensive for the amount of product that's in there. All right, number 6 are Olly sleep gummies. These I see a lot at stores. So my pros for that are that they are very accessible. If you're traveling, you're not, you really need something for sleep and you don't know where to go, you don't have access to full script or you don't want to wait for something to get shipped, you can go to the store and grab these. So I really like that it's available. And there is a good amount of melatonin and L-theanine in here. So I do really appreciate that they did a good job with the L-theanine dosage. And L-theanine, if you're unfamiliar, I talk about this in some of my other videos. L-theanine is an extract from green tea that helps with stress and relaxation without necessarily sedating you. You could take it at night. It really just helps you relax and unwind. So I really love using L-theanine, especially for those who struggle with a racing mind at night. And I like that this actually included L-theanine in there. And I do really like the herbs that they have put in here. There's the L-theanine, there's melatonin. Those are the 2 main things that are in here. And then there's chamomile, passion flower, and lemon balm. But those are only at 16 and 17 milligrams. So it's really, really low doses of that. You're likely not getting a ton of benefit from that. The main thing in here is the theanine and melatonin, which not a bad combo for sleep. You're going to have to take it a couple of hours before you actually plan to go to sleep. But I honestly, overall, I really like this. It's not the worst. It's not the best, but it's pretty good for what it is. And there's only 2 grams of sugar per 2 gummies. And the other added ingredients aren't the worst. I could do without it, especially when you're taking a supplement. Why are we adding extra ingredients to make it taste good? Why do we have to put supplements in a gummy form? I don't love it, but I also don't hate it.